I was an FBI agent for 27.5 years. At the time of my retirement, I was the senior special agent in charge of the FBI Los Angeles Division. I have been qualified in the courts as an expert on cults and satanic ritual abuse. I have information from various sources that judges, law enforcement, prosecutors, attorneys, doctors, and many prominent individuals, including actors, actresses, professional football and baseball players, are involved in these type of activities. If you go back 225 or 30 years ago, you have what we call the Illuminati that was established in 1776. And the goals of the Illuminati, this is all very well documented, are to take over the world. One of the best ways of taking over the world is to control people's minds and to take over a country through the control of the minds. So what's happening in America, and based on my research and my interviews with numerous individuals, is that the powers that be, the higher-ups, the people in the Illuminati, are using the satanic cults as a means and as a tool to condition individuals and to make them victims of the mind control, MK Ultra mind control program. There's probably close to 4 million practicing Satanists in the United States alone, based on my intelligence information.
Open your book up to lesson 60 on page 150. Get ready? Okay, go! Yes, the fast go. Fingers on the first word of the story. Get ready to read the story the fast way. Get ready? Go, go! Go on. She likes to go running with her tail. Go on. She played with her tail. Try it again. Go on. She played with her goat in her yard. Good job. Go on. But the goat did something that made the girl fall. Let's clean that up. Get ready. Grab your butt. Get ready. But the goat did something that made the girl.
There is a chance for the President of the United States to use this disaster to carry out what his father, a phrase his father used, I think, only once, and hasn't been used since, and that is a new world order. New world order.
Of a new world order. And it's only now that we can begin to understand that the world order that globalization brings of success in this new world order. It is a new world order.
It's about the future of the whole region. It's about the future of Europe and a new world order.
And around the world, but it's hard to believe we're being watched in 151 countries. Crazy. Ted Turner changed the world. I'm a big fan of yours. He would serve you at that. You know what I mean? Only fries. Miss Rebbe, what's he got left in life? After you're elected, think about it. He would serve you at that. 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 You know what I mean? Only fries. Miss Rebbe, what's he got left in life?
In covertly recorded off-air transmissions from the Bush-Clinton presidential election campaign in the 1990s, we can see that Bill Clinton was nothing more than a puppet to the puppet masters which placed him in the White House. Bill Clinton's demeanor seems to be similar to a person who is under a hypnotic trance.
Each year, guests like Henry Kissinger or Zbigniew Brzezinski address members on their areas of expertise. Presidential counselor Edwin Meese will be among this year's speakers. And each year, other guests come to the Grove simply to enjoy themselves. This year, CIA Director William Casey is a scheduled guest of John McCone, former CIA Director.
In our country, the Bavarian Illuminati was the basis for what we call today the Colombian faction. The Colombian faction of the Illuminati came here right after this government was formed, and that's where we get today this Columbia Space Shuttle, Columbia Movies, Columbia Television, Columbia Records, everything, Columbia University. As a matter of fact, Columbia TV, Columbia Broadcasting System, CBS. What is the symbol for CBS? It's the all-seeing eye. And that's why our government is in the District of Columbia, because these guys own our government. They print our money, and they own not only the government, but they own you. You are their property. So, in other words, these guys print the money, they run the country, and they own you, and they own everything around it. And so they make the laws, and that's why they can decide who can kill who, and who can get away with who, and who can get away with whatever, because they make the laws and they decide. All right.
There's a photograph that I published in Texas in the Morning, and the White House photographer told, you can see that Lyndon lost composure at the time. Bobby hits a post, and he has something in his hand, and Lyndon is real shocked. And the photographer said that Robert Kennedy said to him, "Why did you have my brother killed?"
Our president was a gentleman and a human being. This man is not. No. He's mean, bitter, vicious, animal. Anyway, I think he's got this other side of him in his relationship with human beings, which make it very difficult unless you want to kiss his behind all the time.
Mention about Adlai Stevens. If he was vice president, there would never have been an assassination of that beloved President Kennedy. Was this plan going? Well, the answer is the man in office now. Well, the answer is the man in office now.
You're exactly right, but the choice that's being made is, of course, being made by Wall Street, and it's being made by our old friends, the Trilateral, Rockefeller, Bilderberger, Council on Foreign Relations, Rand Corporation, Chicago Schools, Skull and Bones, Ford Foundation, you name it. They have all lined up behind Obama in a way that is unprecedented. You've got a unified oligarchical front now around Obama.
Not the law of the jungle.
To the law of the jungle.
And I get people who still come to me all the time and say, "Bill, you're all wrong. It's the Jews. The Jews are subverting the world." Man, it's not the Jews. It's not the Catholics. It's not the blacks. It's these men who belong to the ancient mystery schools, who meet in secret and decide the fate of the world. And they belong to all different races and all different nationalities and all different religions to the public point of view. But in secret, it's a different story.